try to explain something which I'll just re-echo, which is the why. Like asking your colleague like the side, you have to know the why and the how. So why you're trying to stabilize fractures, but the upper limb has
around the arm.
Okay, so that this is the upper limb. It has a number of bones, very many bones. The major one, there is, start from here, there is this collarbone, this.
This one is not clear. Use mine.
Okay, it's clear on mine. This is the clavicle. So this is the clavicle. Then there is this long bone, the humerus. Then there are two bones here, radius and alba. The two bones. And then there are the many bones here, very many. The phalanges and the interphalanges.
Finger bones.
Yeah, the finger bones, very many. So your fractures on any point of that, what Sissy just showed us stabilizes fractures in these two bones by stabilizing the straight and the straight. So I'm going to show you using a sling. This is what a sling is called, but this is what it would look like in your case. It would be a small square that releases into this triangle. I don't remember from primary what it's called.
Sumbusa.
It's not the one.
Triangle form.
Okay, look at the one that has the longest side and then two equal sides on the side. That was associated.
Hypotenuse.
Should do homework with children, so that we remember. So okay, this triangle, you get the upper part, the apex of the triangle.
Kasongo.
Yes. So this one, the apex, kasongo.
Yes.
So you get the apex of this triangle and make a note on it. So the purpose of making a note on the kasongo.
Yes.
The purpose of making the note is to form something as if a pocket in which you're going to put the elbow. So now, Sissy showed us how to manage fractures on these two bones.
Yes.
Now I'm going to show you how to manage a fracture. So, yes. So remember the why of stabilizing fractures is 1, to reduce pain, 2, to prevent further injury. So if this bone keeps on moving and it's broken, you're going to prick nerves, you're going to prick very many things.
Name is Suwa, yes.
And it keeps moving, it's going to even go into like the lungs, because the lung goes up to up. So it can even go into the lungs. So the goal, you want to stabilize that you're moving less and you're not bleeding internally and you don't have a lot of pain. Can I say okay? So for this bone, the humerus, if you put this arm at 90 degrees, you have it stable. The arm is stabilized at 90 degrees, there is no
movement.
Yeah. You move like this, not like this. So our knot is the pocket for the elbow here. Can we all see? Yeah. So our knot is the pocket for the elbow. We have this elbow into the knot. Then we have the two corners of the isosceles triangle. As some of you said if it's a lie, it wasn't me. So we have this, right? This bone is stable. And this is into the elbow. Then you'll tie this in according to the person's height or the length of their arm. In a way that the arm is stable like this. So you can leave it on. And then what's happening here, you cannot drop the arm or what? It's stable.
Within that same point.
But for this one, the fracture.
You're not supposed to raise it like this.
No.
It should be straight.
This is for the humerus.
It has to be 90 degrees. So here, it's assuming this is not broken. Because what you're doing here is just this bone. What I showed you.
This one is applied when this bone is just broken. This one.
Yeah, that's it. So you put it at 90 degrees if it is the humerus.
So you don't need that.
Have we all comprehended this one for the humerus bone? No. It's the next one that works for this.
Hey.
So this one stabilizes the humerus at 90 degrees. Yeah, this. So you have your arm at 90 degrees for only one bone, the upper arm. The bone is called the humerus. So we are going to now move to how you stabilize. You stabilize this bone and this one. So that's why you do the 45 that you're saying. This. So when you do 45, this arm is not moving. At this position, this forearm can still move it like this. But when you do this, you have it strapped to your chest, and also this clavicle. Remember the movements of the clavicle. This. So when you have it like this, you can't just flip your body. You won't be doing. So it's this. stabilizes. So it's still the same principle. The apex of your, someone again I said it's oblique after saying it's isosceles.
It's an oblique triangle.
Yeah.
Isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides. Equilateral has 3 equal sides.
I wonder. I wonder.
Shall I continue?
Okay, so
Let's expand.
let's expand the circle. So
I want to see everyone's face.
we are going to tie the apex of this oblique triangle. And same principle, when you hold this hand at 45, you have some 45 and some stabilizers for you. So the same principle, this knot forms a pocket for your elbow. So this one is
Even before we raise, how do we move?
Make a volume.
so you want to pardon me. You asking?
Before we even raise from this angle here
Loud.
to here.
Be
Are
audible.
there steps going?
No.
Since
So you just want to remember to stabilize. You hold to it. So don't like find someone with a broken arm and just. You want to calmly hold it like at the 2 joints, and then yeah, and then hold it there until the person with the sling comes. Yeah. So we have a. So we have this, and still this is where the elbow will go, this pocket. So it will go into this, and then this first end of the oblique triangle will envelope this arm. This to hold it, and then go to the back. Wait for this one. Envelope this arm as well, and meet this here. So the goal is you don't want the sheet to hang. That sheet like this. Sheet. Just for clarity. So we have this stable. Yeah, it's not moving. Try to separate these arms. So you have this clavicle and this stabilizes. Okay? So for the first one, since I showed us, stabilizes this. Then the next one I showed you at 95 degrees stabilizes the upper arm. Then this one stabilizes both these 2 bones and the clavicle.
But maybe to emphasize to them, because there are those who are absent-minded, when you're moving this sheet, the first one, if you're stabilizing here and here, this part has to go through. It has to go through
90
here.
degrees, yes.
On the 90, it has to go through. You get it? For the first one,
for this upper, this full one
here
here.
No,
and
for these
here.
2 bones.
This one.
For this bone. For this
Then the other second one, it is up here, is where it has to just go.
Ono
It
teyali
just has to go
bench.
up
Yeah, and embrace, like, cover the 2 bones.
and cover. Enrico, alright.
Those are for the 2 bones.
So there's 2 bones and this. There are 2 bones here.
If it's only this.
This one, kaita one, this one, kaita one, kaita one.
For these 2 bones,
These 2 ones.
if you have these 2 bones broken, this is the mani. This one.
Still the same.
Yes. But it can work for this and this. So there is.
There are many ways of killing a rat. You can use a gun, you can use a bomb, you can use.
If you put it at a very high angle like this, are you not cutting off or reducing blood circulation around this joint?
Blood circulation usually becomes actually tourniqueted a part of the body. Like if you put like tight supply over something, but just folding your arm, like you can fold your arm and write in a blackboard for some time.
Unless you are going to school.
Uncle G, what are you doing? Explain to the world, tell the world what you're doing.
I'm actually stabilizing the bones here so that there is no movement. This guy has just gotten a fracture around here. So we don't want to stress the bones. We don't want to damage bones in that area, any more bones. So this is first aid, and now we are taking him to the professionals, to the hospital. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'll cut the patient. Is that okay? Yes? Yeah.
You make sure you also put the triangle.
The triangulars, yes. Yes.
Because now you can't come with him.
Yeah, that is true. Targeting a triangular thing. Don't worry. You feel it right here. Hey. Yeah. So you have now before dying. In the home. Put the arm close to the arm. Maybe you're looking for a string. You can just pull one and then
Let's see, I go.
Just break that sling. For tying the sling.
Cookie. Ebyogwagwagwa lumu tujja kusala kaga gabiri tugakozesa
so that we move him to Dr. Kumazio.
You have a safety pin. Just put it. Pin this part. Just pull it out.
I found that if I get to the hospital, they just remove the first officer.
No, in the hospital, but here we
Be like seriously, dude. Be like seriously.
Yeah, so you could use one or two depending on how you feel, how strong they are. Depends. So the first group asked me a question: what if you don't have this? So you could improvise with a number of things. You could use wood. You could use boxes like this, as long as they are strong enough. So that comes back to our principles of maintaining immobilization. That's the main thing we're trying to achieve. And we said the reasons earlier. So first is you want to measure the limb, yeah? So we said, so if we have a fracture here and here, we want to immobilize the whole leg. Yes. So first, we want to measure. So I need a person to come and help me. Like I said, first aid, you need help. Which is the number one thing. Just stand beside. So you'll be lifting the leg. Just no. The leg is broken. Yeah, so one as
that was a nice one. Yeah.
No, but it's good it happens.
Yes, that was a nice one.
So we want to maintain as little movements of the injured limb as possible. Yeah, so you'll be lifting here. It's just
Slow.
Yes. Just try to maintain it in one position. So one, I could first measure if the splint is not molded already. Just measure. So it would be like here.
Excuse me?
Yes, please.
You're supposed to remove the
in this case, no. Because when we get to it's caused to move the limb further and inflict further injury. It's not necessary.
Remember, first aid, the first 5 words?
Yes. And
You might open and starts gushing at you. So that is for the.
So after doing this, then you deal with the rest. So then you can move it. Yeah, but the leg fits in properly.
We talked about it.
Remember, it is rigid but moldable. Yeah, so you can shape it. And after that, so once it's firm, then you apply your bandage. Next. Are we together? Any questions? Please ask.
Guys, any question?
Position. So now, when applying the bandage, there are two ways you could apply it, but one is right and one is wrong. So one, you could do this, but this is wrong. Yeah?
Why?
It's difficult. And it takes time. So we want to have the majority of the bandage outside. Yeah? Yeah, so you have to first stabilize it with 1 or 2 turns in this case. Yeah? Then you can now start applying around.
But in practice, you will not have a bandage.
Yeah.
In practice, that will be somebody's shirt.
So if you have a lace
Bandages are
And the
here.
one below.
Yeah, but normally when we are doing group rides, we always
There is
have
always
first aid
someone
kit.
who has.
Yeah, but you assume.
Even if it's 10 minutes, 10 kilometers ahead.
Yeah.
Use what?
What you have, improvise.
When someone has broken here,
another bandage. So
And here.
after that, so remember another thing is that you're not pulling this bandage. You're not pulling it. You're just rolling it. It's rolling off around the leg naturally. Yeah. So from here you just continue. So first you first.
Hey, okay. Could you please explain? We are recording here.
Yeah.
This is for multiple fractures, eh?
Yes. Fractures of the
Yes.
mid leg and mid thigh.
Yeah, mid leg and mid thigh. Okay.
Want to maintain. Want to decrease movement of these two joints.
Yeah, demobilization. Yes.
Yeah. Want to maintain immobilization.
Yeah.
To decrease, we said, pain and prevent further injury.
Injury. Yes.
I
Then
told my
you
wife
continue.
and said I'm not coming. So that we bring the what? The insurance card.
So we said this just rolls around. Yeah. I'm not pulling it. It's just
Which wife are you talking about? Wife one, wife two.
Then on next of kid.
Deo, are you paying attention? Where is Deo?
so like Dr. Kansan said earlier, the bandages come in different sizes. So you're saying this is smaller, but then you have a bigger one. Yeah. So then when you finish, you just tuck it in here. Any questions up to this point?
Yes.
What if you notice that it is bleeding? Like this, the trouser is soaked. You continue tying, or you first remove and then you do the other.
We shall see how to manage it.
Okay.
But the order is arrest bleeding before you go into this.
And that's why I'm asking this. I thought you.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Where does the spinal cord issues fall? Is it the upper limb or lower limb? Like if you get issues, maybe with your spine, yeah? Like, does it fall on the upper limb or the lower limb?
No, that's in generally all trauma. So in any kind of trauma, we assume that there is injury to the spinal cord. So even the way you carry the person, you try to have as little movements as possible of the spine. So not necessarily in upper or lower limb, just in trauma generally. Because you could have, yes, you on the outside, the legs could look like they are the most injured. Yes, it's a spine that's actually the most affected.
What kind of first aid? Do you get a bigger stick, like a brush?
Do I need to lie down?
For there, just maintain immobilization in anything you do. Whether you're holding or you're moving the person, you have to maintain immobilization of the entire spine.
Make sure they stay lying
Exactly.
flat. Before you do it,
Exactly.
you secure the airway.
Yes.
the airway, they'll tell us how to secure the airway, make sure he or she is not bleeding anywhere.
Yes.
Maybe turn into a position to make them breathe better if they are struggling. They have to be in this condition. And then you can start talking to the person.
To see
where
their
do you feel
response.
pain? Where is it hurting the most? Then if you establish that the person is okay in this area, then they can
Doctor, first of all, even to see that whether they are responding.
Yeah. Where's my bike?
Because that's
my bike.
Let it stick. Stop the bleeding. And it's not bleeding anymore. Okay? Maybe you put some bandage to hold the bleeding.
This is the bone now. So, you avoid it.
Because if you press it, you
It has even gotten broken already.
so that is it. So I think
Definite that there is some blood supply that is cut wherever it is going. So that's why you need to hurry. Even if you do like this for long, even when you are normal, you will get a little bit of fatigue with the hand. So that's why you need to hurry. Whatever you're doing is not definitive treatment. You're doing it to hurry so that you ensure that you go to the hospital. Yeah. So that is basically that. So don't put the person in this position for long, thinking that you have had some definitive treatment. Even if you're bleeding somewhere and you do like this, bleeding will stop. So it means that there is some reduction in terms of blood flow to the areas, the extremities, we call them extremities. So hurrying needs to be done. Yes.
Maintain is just be able to carry the person from the injured place and maintain our intervention. Because we put the splint and anything else that we did. So we want to basically carry them without having any excess movements in the entire process. So either you could do this of the chair or you could carry them as they walk. So what I showed earlier was done of the chair. So let's practice. So I'll be the lead in this case. I was told my instructor. Then before that, so let's make it very That's it. So let's do it when you're the lead. Okay? So it's clear enough. Yeah? So let's do it in pairs. So this requires about 6 months of the most strong. Okay, 7. So let's just have our patient lie down. Yeah. Then one person on the head. Your class was absent. We need like 6 people for this, 6 or 7. One person on the head, 3 here. On the head. And 3 here. Then another one here. Another one there. Then 3. Another one. Head. Body. Just hold here. Hold on the shoulders here. Let me start from the head. So you're going to mobilize.
Oh, the head, eh?
Yes, so you're trying to mobilize the head, so you'll hold just below that.
Okay, below the shoulder.
Yes, below.
Okay.
And support the head.
And support the head.
Support the head with my arm.
Yes, then the person here will hold this. Next person here. And then the third person will hold here.
Where are we going? That way?
On the inside here. No, ask 3 people here. The 3
Just
people
up.
do.
Just up.
Off
the ground.
You're here. Okay. The first person has hold here.
Okay, on 3.
The first one has to be like this. What I'm trying to say.
Oh, you want
the 3 people have to be like this. First person here like this.
You're there, Wally?
Yeah. Just extend the first person. You're needing the one for the right.
This one you have to kneel for it.
Next person. No, this side. Holding this side. Then the third person is holding just here below.
Is the hand on this side?
Yes, below here. So where are the three people? This side. Who is the third? Okay. I'll be the third. So the lead will be directing us. On account of 3 to 1, they will just pull him up.
Roll him that side.
Yes, roll him.
We are rolling.
Yes, you're rolling.
But we're in the way.
No, we shall lift at the
Okay.
end. Okay.
One.
You're only turning in. Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
I don't see the third person here.
No, it's okay. Just direct.
Okay. Just come on.
Give him the lead.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Perfect. So just stop here. I think for now, come. So aren't you just put below? Yeah. Then now.
Stabilizing the
We are rolling it from there. Down here. No, down. This side. You're carrying this leg, but from this other side.
Where?
This side.
This.
Yes, so you're carrying
This
here.
hand is hurting. This one. This one has
So,
gone under.
ideally, this should be done very fast.
Yeah.
Yes. So now, then you for now, you know, this side. Then,
Now you flip him back.
yes, flip him back.
You flip him backwards. That's
Yeah.
The way he was.
Direct.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Okay.
Then we go up.
Then still on your power.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Easy. Don't drop it. Relax.
Then, just so don't lead with his head, lead with his feet. Yeah. With the legs. Yeah.
Are you feeling dead already?
Then
The devil feels nice.
you are the lead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
On a stretch.
The sweat is even harder to get.
But then you run out.
Help yourself to manage your injury yourself, yeah? The most scary ones are if you're bleeding.
Let's make the sample bigger.
Wider.
Okay? So the most So there are two scenarios where you should be able to help yourself when you're alone. Okay? Especially if you're bleeding, because bleeding is something that can take your life. So there's something which each of you should carry on you called a tourniquet. It looks like this. Tourniquet. Huh? No. This is important if you're riding alone. You have a scenario where you're bleeding and you cannot put the bandage on yourself. You can quickly put something called a tourniquet on you. I'll demonstrate how it's done. So imagine I was in an accident, my foot got cut, and I didn't have gauze, and I just needed to stop the bleeding immediately. I'd use something like this. So watch and see what I do.
Even for snake bites, you can use that.
Yes.
Remember.
Watch. Now write the time. It's 11 o'clock. So I'll explain what I do. So, the leg is bleeding. I can't control the bleeding. I want to apply the tourniquet. Open the tourniquet out. Move it across the thigh.
Remember, you're down, you're seated down. You may not easily stand.
Okay. So I'm down. The foot. Put across. Pass it through. Tighten that. And then come here. There's a rod which I'm going to twist. Twist it once to see if the bleeding has stopped. It hasn't. I twist a second time. And at that point, there's no blood going there. If it's still bleeding, I twist a third time. When I see it stopped, put it there. I clock. I write the time at which I've tightened. Are you there? So I'll start again and you'll instruct me.
Can you tighten it just above the bleeding point?
I could, but I want just to so I can see, so you can see what I'm doing.
So it's okay.
Yeah, you can do just as close to the bleeding point as possible, but this is just for the demonstration. All right, so what did I do first? Open it out. Next. Yep, then?
Strap it to the loop.
Then?
Bring it back.
Very tighten this.
Yes.
Very tight.
Yes.
Very tight? No, not so much. Then?
Then start
Twist the road. As I'm watching to see if I'm still bleeding. If the bleeding has stopped, then right? And then
write the time there.
Why the time is important is you've completely blocked blood from flowing there. So the longer it takes, there's a chance you can lose that limb. So the doctors who will see you once you reach there will know how much time they have to work with. Okay?
Yeah, just a moment, maybe some point of clarity.
Yes.
You want the tourniquet probably as near as
Close to,
possible.
yes. This, if the bleeding was here, I'd put it around here.
So
This is just for your demo, just so you see better. But if it was injured here, as close to the injury as possible.
And also to clarify, blood flows towards the what? The heart. Eh? Towards where?
The heart.
So if you're, I saw sometimes someone was bleeding here, people died here.
That's a nice one.
Here going down. So when they move
But if you don't have a place to write the time,
You do not.
I've seen you've managed, you're riding alone.
Yes.
You've managed to stabilize.
Yes.
Now it is your arm. And I want to
Do you want to come and try and practice? Imagine this was where the injury was. You want to try? You seen that? Okay.
Then no one time.
Time. You see how useful this thing is? So this thing is... So, please, my friend.
Attention.
There's a difference between what it did the first time and the second time. What was the difference? Was how this thing was formed. Right now it's in a loop. It should always be in a loop, always. Because if you're injured and you need to put it, you cannot pass it in. But once you have a leg, then you can open it, because you can open it and then you can tie it. But with this, all you have to do is get it, stretch it, and then you pass it over, and then you cannot. So it should always be in a loop. Yeah, then if you have an upper limb injury, you pass it around and then you can tie it. But with this one, you have to, because you cannot do it. Well, you could, but it's not how they do it. Yeah, then you can open this, because you'll have all your hands to help you. You can do the small manipulations. So always keep it in a loop until you have to use it.
See? And it has everything that...
It has to be somewhere that is accessible. You can't put it here because you need to be able to reach it. No, it is tight. It has a Velcro and it has a tie. You'll be very unlucky.
So, this is what it has. Guys, watch. This is what it has. Let's go through and we see if you know the things that we've been going through here. Yeah, so you know how to use this. So in case the need is there, you would automatically know how to use it. Same one is here. This. I hadn't shown you how to use this one yet. So this one, we use it.
Is what you've just been showing.
Not, it's that one, yeah? It's a pressure one, but also you can open it and it's just gauze, a lot of gauze put together. If someone had a very bad wound, you put this first and then your bandage goes on top. Okay? What would you use this for? To write the time on the tourniquet. This? A torchlight, huh? Torchlight. When would you need a torchlight?
At night.
Night, huh?
Yeah.
How about this? I just gone through this just now.
Oh, gel.
Just you. I don't know what to understand. How about this? Gauze. Inside here, other pockets. For a hangover, you take that one. This? Hey! They're not chilies. Not bullets. ORS.
That is ORS.
The bullets are inside there, but this is ORS. And then this. You've used it that side.
Oh, the
triangular bandage. You see? So, you can see how everything we've gone through here can fit in this little bag. And all these things are bought here. Right, it's up to you to get a bag of any sort, but now you know the things that are supposed to be in the bag. You even have splints, I believe, somewhere. He has another bag that has splints.
I think I gave you one splint last time. Just replaced it. I have gloves. This is for breathing in case if you have a seal on one, if you don't contaminate yourself with blood. Gloves, more gloves, tapes.
So it's up to you now to come up with your own.
Oh, summer blanket.
Three-sided dressing.
Okay.
This is a blanket that can be used to put the fire off. I don't want to open it. Huh? Yes.
Yeah. That one you put it on him and the fire.
Yes.
Kill the fire.
You understand? And then you start taking off the helmet. Okay. So.
Enrico. Come stere.
All right. So we're going to turn them down. Don't put it down. Are we together? The first person has to make sure they're holding the neck straight. Okay? The hands up under the shoulder, under the glove, under the shoulders, so the person doesn't move their head sideways. Yeah? The next thing.
Put the red one. Put the red one.
Pull.
Yes. You pull it on outside. Yeah, like that.
To release that, does it come out? Does it all come out? Okay. So once that is open, then I'm going to go while this person is holding there and supporting the neck. I'm going to start taking the helmet off. Okay? You see that? And you keep supporting the neck. Because you are sure there's an injury. Read it again. So, I want you to give him the instructions. Okay? What? What was the first thing? What's the first thing? To put his back.
Put him right. Yeah. But remember, I thought the first thing would be this leg can be an obstacle for him to turn back.
I'm not the only one.
I want to go with you. I want to go with you.
So at this point, I want your hands under shoulder. Are we together? What was the next thing after that? What was the next? Removing the helmet. So while that person is supporting, you're going to basically do this. You're rocking. Okay? Then
I'm supposed to first. I'm supposed to first.
not decide.
There's enough space. There's enough space. Everything from
tuba n'akagoye ak'omunda akagoye.
So the motion is rocking. Don't pull it, but rock. As you're rocking, this person keeps moving backwards. The one who's holding keeps moving until they just hold the head. Okay, so look what I did. That person keeps holding the head. Are we together on that? Yes. Any questions? Anyone else that has a helmet?
We want to try on him.
Does he have his helmet?
We have issues with big heads.
Sometimes after falling, my head expands.
Do you have your helmet here? Do you have your helmet here? Anyone else the helmet you try on that one?
But again,
It was on 4 things we went through this session. We talked about how to manage. First of all, looked at the bags that you have. We saw the big bag that you travel with as a group, as a team. Then you've seen the individual bags that you can also have. And I hope that you know what is in those bags and what to do with those things. 2, we looked at how to manage broken limbs or sprains on the upper limb as well as the lower limb. You remember that? How to use the splints, how to correct the ankle, how to bandage an ankle, as well as how to apply the arm slings. We also learned how to lift using the 4 hands, as well as how to lift as a team. All right. We also then learned how to put on 2 things. One was the tourniquet. The key things about the tourniquet. Yeah.
Yes, question about the tourniquet.
Yes.
Is it reusable?
It's yours. Yeah. So and again, it's not even going to be contaminated with blood, because it's a distance from the bleeding. So you can reuse it if it's not badly soiled. And then we learned how to use the pressure bandage as well. I hope you all saw that. Yeah? And finally learned how to take off a helmet. Any questions to our teachers?
no, just to say thank you.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much.
Dr. Kalanzi and the instructor. Please come forward. Dr. Kalanzi and the team. Treasurer. I want to first of all, on behalf of the Uganda Bikers Association and everyone here, to thank you again. This is my second training, and I must say, every time we come, it's always a pleasure, because these are things that we take for granted, but we need them as much as possible. And these refresher courses are very important. I actually think for the bikers, this is a must. You have to do this. If you don't do this training, you shouldn't actually go on a long trip, because first aid training for us is very important. So I want to thank you so much. And again, hopefully you can do this for us again and again. He has told me that they have a trauma conference happening in August. If possible, it would be nice for us, or the leadership of UBA, to go to this conference and see what we can do or access for the members. So thank you again very much. And I'm told there's a nice thunderous clap, right? Yeah. How does it go? Okay. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
The cloud is forming.
Let's go.
Let's go. And then
Command.
the drizzles. Yes, drizzles. And the clap. And up. Thank
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Back to
Explain what you are doing.
Let me go up front.
We are switching. Group B, you go to the other side.
The other side.
Group A is coming over. Guys, we are switching.
An injury here. With a broken arm. So I'll have to use this. I first measure. I make sure it's covered from here up here. And you can hold it up here. I use my picture. Someone will help me to hold it. Come boys.
Buni. Buni. Junior. Road box.
We are switching. Okay.
The same.
In case I don't have this, I will of course use steps. And I will measure
Guys, sako. Sako.
One big circle. Circle, sembera kwe mabega.
you forgive my
Sembera kwe mabega. One big circle.
was unfolded already.
But you have to emphasize that you don't pull, you just drop.
Yeah, we just rub. So after that, I will need to support this arm and this at 90. So after putting a knot here. So now I can rush into the hospital.
It's a pleasure to have all of you. That trip at the park, you saw what happened. But we expected we had multiple production. If we didn't have people who are trained, this would have been a bad. So I want to encourage all